Well, hey everybody, it's Jennie Wolek here with the Wolek Group, your Tulsa real estate insider. If you've ever asked yourself, how much do I need to earn to buy a home in Tulsa? Well, today's video is for you. I'm going to break it down exactly what it takes from average home prices to mortgages, taxes, insurance, and everything in between. Even if you're a first-time home buyer relocating to the area or just curious about the Tulsa housing market, by the time you get to the end of this video, you'll have a very clear picture of what income you need to comfortably afford a home in T-Town. Make sure to hit that button and subscribe so you never miss our Tulsa real estate tips, neighborhood guides, and home buying insights. Let's dive in. Before we get into numbers, let's talk about why income is such an important factor when buying a home. Lenders look at your income, debt, and monthly expenses to determine how much they're willing to lend you. And your income affects not just the loan amount, but also your ability to comfortably make payments and cover things like property taxes, homeowners insurance, and HOA fees, if applicable. Think of it like this. You want a home payment that fits your lifestyle, not one that stretches your budget to the limit. Now let's look at the Tulsa real estate market in particular. In 2025, the average home price in Tulsa is around $315,000. Of course, prices vary depending on the neighborhood, and areas like Jinx, Bixby, and Midtown Tulsa tend to be a little bit higher, while places like Owasso or Broken Arrow might be a bit more affordable. As you've probably heard before, you pay for location, so you really want to understand where you want to live and what you want your lifestyle to look like when you're picking a neighborhood. Now, a common rule of thumb is that your housing costs should not exceed 28 to 30% of your gross monthly income. And these costs include your mortgage principal and interest, property taxes, homeowners insurance, and possibly an HOA fee. So for example, let's look at real numbers here. A $300,000 home with a 20% down payment with the current mortgage rate, your monthly payment might be around $1,600 to $1,800, including some taxes and insurance. To keep that within 30% of your income, you'd need a household income of around $65,000 to $70,000 per year. Now, keep in mind this varies based on your down payment, the rate, and personal expenses. Down payments play a really big role, though. The larger your down payment, the smaller your mortgage, and the lower your monthly payments. For example, if you have 20% to put down on a $300,000 home, that equals a $240,000 mortgage. 10% is $270,000 mortgage, and 5% down is $285,000 mortgage. So you can see the higher the mortgage, the more income you'll need to comfortably afford that home. That's why planning your down payment ahead of time is really important. Plus, it can save you on mortgage insurance as well. Now, when budgeting for a home, don't forget property taxes. Tulsa County averages around 1 to 1.2% of your home's value annually. Home insurance is typically $1,000 to $1,500 per year on an average home. And maintenance and repairs, you definitely want to have some money in the bank in case anything were to come up in that area. And don't forget if you do have an HOA fee and your monthly utilities. So all these factors affect how much home you can comfortably afford, and it's important to include them in your calculations. So let's run through a few examples using current Tulsa home prices and say a 30-year fixed mortgage of around 6.5%. If you have a $300,000 home with 20% down, that's $1,600 a month, you'll need $65,000 to $70,000 annual income to buy that home. Now with a $350,000 home, 20% down, that's a payment of around $1,850 a month, and you'll need $75,000 to $80,000 annual income. For a $400,000 home, 20% down, $2,100 a month, you'll need $85,000 to $90,000 annually to afford that home. So keep in mind these are estimates. Of course, your lender will consider your whole financial picture with your debits and your credit score to determine exactly what you qualify for. But here are some strategies to make buying a Tulsa home more affordable. Save for a larger down payment if you can to reduce your mortgage. shop around for mortgage rates and fees, consider neighborhoods with more affordable housing inventory, and factor in all monthly expenses before you even commit to a price. Now, getting approved with a local trusted lender is really the best place to start if you don't have cash to buy the home. So planning ahead can help you though reduce some stress, find a home that truly fits your budget and your life. So, how much do you need to earn to buy a home in Tulsa? It really does depend. Of course, it just depends on your home, your down payment, and the lifestyle. But most people looking at a median priced home should plan for a household income around $65,000 to $90,000. So if you want help crunching the numbers for your exact situation, or if you'd like a custom list of home and the price ranges that you're interested in, just send us a message. We love helping people figure out what they can afford and find their perfect home here in Tulsa. If this video helped, make sure to like, subscribe, and share with someone who's thinking about buying a home here. And leave a comment. What's the next real estate topic that you'd like me to cover? Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.